When United States Naval Aviator Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell steps out of his F-14 Tomcat, the salty air fills his lungs. It was a good feeling, the kind of freedom he lived for, even if it meant risking his life every time he took to the skies. That didn't matter when Maverick was flying high above the Persian Gulf. Then a pair of MiGs showed up, and things got real. His wingman Goose was outflown and freaked. On almost no fuel, Maverick talked him back down to the carrier. But that day, Maverick made a mistake that would cost him dearly. And now, he had only one chance at redemption. Maverick sits in his office, surrounded by photos of him flying and medals he's won. He leans back in his chair with a drink in hand, relaxing after a hard day's work. But relaxation isn't in the cards. In walks his commanding officer, who tells him about a new assignment. Turns out his wingman from the Persian Gulf incident has turned in his wings. As a result, Maverick is being moved up in the standings and sent to Top Gun, the elite naval flying school. But Maverick doesn't want to go. For him, Top Gun means a lot of red tape and politics, not to mention rehashing the events of his past. However, he has no choice but to comply. After all, his career could be at risk. Maverick may have shot down 2 enemy aircraft, but that doesn't mean he's off the hook. In fact, it does quite the opposite. The higher-ups want to know why he put himself and others at risk. So it's time to head to Top Gun and clear his name. Upon arrival, Maverick is greeted by a staff that makes it clear they don't appreciate him or his attitude. They also inform him that there will be several familiar faces among the students. At first, he feels like he's the odd man out because he's not a student but a teacher. Still, he'll have to fly against his former colleagues to see who really belongs in the cockpit. With the stakes so high, Maverick has a lot to prove. Will he step up to the challenge, or will he fade away into obscurity? Find out as we continue. Maverick makes his way through the crowd, spotting Viper and Jester among the new recruits. Viper can't help but feel a sense of pride at seeing so many familiar faces. But Jester just looks disappointed. Meanwhile, Maverick is approached by a woman named Charlotte Blackwood, who asks him about Viper's chances of success. Maverick isn't sure how well Viper will do, but he assures Charlotte that she'll be rooting for him before long. Just then, Viper arrives and is shocked to see Maverick. Of course, he's not happy to see him. Soon, the rest of the students arrive and are briefed on their upcoming training exercise. Among them are Hollywood, who's eager to prove himself, and Rooster, whose father was killed during the mission where Maverick earned his Medal of Honor. The staff explains that each flight will be paired with a seasoned instructor to guide them through the exercises. Maverick is paired with Rooster, much to the latter's dismay. After all, Maverick is the reason his father died. How could anyone forget that? During the briefing, Maverick catches wind of Rooster's resentment and tries to apologize. But Rooster shuts him down immediately, reminding Maverick of what he did to his dad. Despite the tension, Maverick tries to get through to Rooster, realizing that he needs to earn his trust. As the training begins, Maverick finds himself in a tough spot. Not only does he have to deal with the other students, but he also has to win over Rooster. It won't be easy, but Maverick is determined to give it his all. Back at Top Gun, Maverick is having trouble connecting with Rooster, who's still angry about his father's death. To make matters worse, Hollywood is outperforming them both and winning the respect of the staff. Meanwhile, Charlotte is struggling to keep up, which frustrates her and puts her in danger. Seeing this, Maverick decides to switch tactics and takes a more hands-on approach with Rooster. He starts giving him tips and pointers, trying to help him improve. Slowly but surely, Rooster begins to open up and listen. In the air, Maverick's guidance pays off as Rooster makes some impressive moves and starts to find his rhythm. As the training progresses, Maverick realizes that Rooster is more than just a chip off the old block. He's a talented pilot in his own right. And with a little guidance, he can become one of the best. But Maverick knows that he'll have to earn Rooster's trust and respect along the way. Can he do it? Stay tuned to find out. During the training exercise, Maverick is hit with a harsh reality check when he's forced to eject out. Luckily, he survives, but is shaken by the experience. Back at Top Gun, he's questioned by the staff who want to know what happened. Maverick admits that he pushed himself too far and took unnecessary risks. He understands that his actions were reckless and could have ended his career. Determined to make a comeback, Maverick studies footage of his flight and analyzes what went wrong. He realizes that he needs to change his approach and focus on precision rather than showmanship. With this new mindset, Maverick returns to the sky and impresses the staff with his skills. They watch as he executes complex maneuvers with ease and precision. His performance is a stark contrast to the Maverick of old, who was known for his reckless abandon. This new approach earns him the respect of the staff and the other students, who had previously written him off as a has-been. But Maverick knows that his journey to redemption is far from over.
Now he still has to win back Rooster's trust and prove that he can be a valuable asset to the team.
Will he be able to do it? Only time will tell.
As the training continues, Maverick is determined to redeem himself and prove that he can still fly with the best of them. But he soon discovers that the road to redemption is never easy. Maverick pushes himself to the limit, determined to succeed. But he's met with a series of setbacks that threaten to derail his progress. Can he overcome these obstacles and earn his place among the elite pilots at Top Gun? Or will his past mistakes come back to haunt him? In a thrilling turn of events, Maverick and Rooster find themselves in a dogfight with Hollywood and another student. The skies become a battleground as the jets maneuver and fire missiles, putting their skills and teamwork to the ultimate test. But as the fight intensifies, Maverick is forced to confront his past and the guilt he's been carrying for years. Flashbacks reveal the tragic incident that led to the death of Rooster's father, showing Maverick's role in the tragedy. The revelation creates a rift between Maverick and Rooster, jeopardizing their partnership and putting their lives in danger. Meanwhile, Viper and Jester form an unlikely alliance, supporting each other and combining their strengths to excel in the training exercises. Their teamwork surprises the staff, who hadn't anticipated such a dynamic duo. As the competition heats up, tensions rise and alliances are tested. Maverick must confront not only his past, but also the demons within himself. If he wants to succeed, can he overcome his guilt and forge a new path forward? Or will the weight of his past bring him down? Amidst the dogfights and aerial acrobatics, Maverick grapples with the guilt and trauma of his past, seeking redemption and understanding. Through flashbacks, we learn about the tragic incident that led to the death of Rooster's father, as well as Maverick's own father. We see how these events have shaped Maverick into the pilot he is today, driven by a need for both freedom and justice. As Maverick confronts his past, he begins to understand the importance of teamwork and trust. He realizes that he can't win this competition alone and must rely on the skills and support of his fellow pilots. Maverick starts to build relationships with the other students, including Rooster, whom he apologizes to for his past mistakes. He also forms a bond with Charlotte, who admires his skill and determination. The film culminates in a final showdown where Maverick and Rooster's teamwork is put to the ultimate test. They face off against Hollywood and another student in a thrilling dogfight that pushes them to their limits. Through their combined skill and newfound trust in each other, they manage to win the competition and earn the respect of their peers and instructors. In the end, Maverick has redeemed himself and found a sense of closure. He's come full circle, returning to his roots and embracing the challenges ahead. As he takes to the skies with Rooster by his side, they know that they're ready to face whatever comes next. Together, they're a formidable force, and the future is theirs for the taking. And that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time,